Dear friends, welcome back to Data Analytics Talks. Today we are going to have an introduction to Power BI. Power BI is one of the most popular data visualization and business intelligence tool. This tool is a collection of apps, data connectors, and software services which are used to get the data from different data sources, transform the data, and produce useful reports. We will come to know each terms in detail. This tutorial helps you to clear all the essential concepts in Power BI and provides enough knowledge on how to use Power BI or how to work on Power BI. We will discuss business intelligence or BI, Power BI as a BI tool, little bit history of Power BI components, architecture, tools, advantages and disadvantages, Power BI dashboards and reports. By the end of this course, you will be able to understand all the basic concepts. We shall start with BI. The BI term refers to business intelligence. Remember that it is business intelligence. Is a data driven decision support system. DSS. What is the full form? Data driven decision support system, which helps you to analyze the data and provide actionable information. So everywhere it is data, right? So everyone knows what is data. So anything about anything is data. So DSS system helps you to analyze the data and provide actionable information. What is it for? To help business manager, corporate executives, and other users in making their decision easily. Business intelligence refers to the applications, technologies, and practices for the collection, analysis, integration, and present the business information. So, in other words, business intelligence requires methods and programs to collect and structure data, to convert them into information, and to present that information to the corporate or business to improve business decisions. So this is very important to remember what involves in a business intelligence. It's all about creating information from data for improving business decisions. So what are the benefits of business intelligence? It improves decision making, fast answers to any business query, enables real-time analysis with quick navigation, identify cross-selling and upselling opportunities, reduces the risk of bottlenecks, helps you to know your business better. So these are some of the benefits of business intelligence. So business intelligence take vast amount of data from business generated and convert them to meaningful and actionable information. We will come to know how to collect data from business and how to convert them into meaningful actionable way. Coming to the importance of BI, business intelligence is used to improve all parts of the company by improving access to the firm's data and then using the data to increase profitability. So everyone's ultimate goal is increase the profitability, right? So BI helps you to increase the profitability in multiple ways. Companies that practice BI can translate their collected data into insights to help their business processes. So normally they call us trend analysis. Then the insight can be used to create strategic business decisions that improve productivity and accelerate growth. So very important, improving productivity and accelerating growth. So business intelligence will help that. So I mentioned that we need methods and programs to collect data, structure data, and convert that into information. So we will need many business tools, right? We will need tools. I'm sure that you will be quite interested to know more about the types of BI tools. Of course, the BI combines a broad set of data analysis applications that include mobile BI, real time BI, operational BI, open source BI, collaborative BI, location intelligence or LI, software as a service BI like SaaS BI, online analytical processing OLAP, and ad hoc analytics. Of course, we may not cover all of them. We are going to be specific here. We will be looking at Power BI as a BI tool. So the first question, what is Power BI? Microsoft Power BI is a cloud-based business analytics service for analyzing and visualizing data. Of course, we also have an on-prem Power BI server, but we are focusing on Power BI service, which is a cloud-based business analytics tool. Power BI gives you a platform to be productive and creative with reports and analytics. It's all about reports, dashboards, and analytics. As we study every topic, I think we always look into the history, right? So Power BI also has some history, some milestones to remember. So what was the first milestone? It was originally designed by Ron George in summer of 2010. So currently we are 2023. So Power BI was originally designed 13 years ago and they named the project Crescent. And Project Crescent was initially available for public download on July 11, 2011, bundled with SQL Server code name Denali. So later renamed to Power BI. So initially this tool was not known as Power BI. It was known as something called Denali. Then it was then unveiled by Microsoft in September 2013 as Power BI for Office 365. So these are some basics that we need to remember when you learn Power BI. So next question is how is it consumed? How Power BI is consumed? How Power BI is consumed? Power BI is a collection of tools and services which facilitate the acquisition of data, then data modeling, visualization, reports, as well as the distribution of analytical solutions. So Power BI provide multiple connectors, software and services. These services are based on SaaS and mobile Power BI apps which are available for different platforms. These set of services are used by business users to consume data and to build Power BI report. So let's mark the main point is so there is an acquisition of data. So we have hundreds of sources and we use Power BI desktop to acquire the data and do the modeling and do the visualization, and we will use Power BI service to distribute our analytical solutions, and we can consume data from Azure as well as from on-prem. If it is on-prem, we will be using a gateway. And finally, we will be publishing our report to mobile, tablets, and desktops. So this is the way how Power BI is consumed in BI world. As we move along, it is very important to understand the architecture of Power BI. So the architecture of Power BI involves three major steps: the data integration, data processing, data presentation. So what is the data integration? In the data integration stage, data from various sources are collected and given one common format. Main points: data collected from various sources and given one common format. So we have, look at this architecture. So we have data from various sources. It has both cloud and on-prem. And on-prem we are using a gateway. And the tool that we are going to develop the reports is nothing but Power BI desktop. So we are connecting to various sources, we are getting the data set, then we are building our reports. Then what is the next step? we have the data processing. At the data processing stage, refinement of data is carried out. For instance, missing or redundant values will be removed from the collected data. So that is again happening at a data level. Here we will be taking care of the quality of the data. Any redundant data will be removed or missing information will be updated. So what is the next step? It's a final step where we are doing the data presentation. So we'll be creating reports and dashboards at this level. Then we will have distribution of our analytical solution to Power BI service or Power BI server. So Power BI server service, in the Power BI service, we will be having workspace, we will having access control system, we will be having dashboards, we will be having reports and workbook and data flow and data set. All these are sitting at the Power BI service. It also provide you other facilities like alert, subscriptions, print, export. Okay, then we will also having different types of access levels. We can even restrict access to audience. So that is the architecture of Power BI. Summarize, Power BI an extremely user-friendly and interactive data analytics and visualization tool for business intelligence. You can use it to collect data from cloud as well as on-premise. Following Power BI architecture, we will look into various components of Power BI. So we have visualization, we have data set, we have something called reports, dashboards, and tiles. So what is a visualization? It's a representation of data in the visual form is visualization. So if you look at this image, you will see different types of visuals, right? These are all visuals from Power BI. We can see bar chart, line chart, donut chart, cards. There are different types of visuals. So it is a representation of data in the visual form, which is called visualization. If you ask what are the examples of visualization, you can say that line graph, pie chart, tree map, all are examples of visualization. So we will see about visualization later sessions. Second component is, and very important component is data set. What is a data set? You know, behind every visual, there is a data, right? So without data, we cannot plot anything. Collection of data that is used to develop visualization in Power BI is called data set. This includes SQL Server table, Excel sheet, or Oracle. So just remember, data set is the collection of data that is used to develop visualization in Power BI. We will see in details. So report is also very important. Again, it is one of the analytic solution. The collection of data in the visual form, usually on a page or a few pages, is a report. This report may represent profit by different categories of product, cost of marketing in a region, sales by country, etc. So look at this. Like basically, it is showing the benefit of a strategic alignment. So this particular report has different graphic and it also has some tabular table format. It has a trend analysis. So this is something called a report. We will create the report and see more about reports in the later sessions. Again, another component is, and very important component is dashboard. Dashboard presents several visualizations in one interface. Look at this. We have very important visuals placed on a page, just 4 visuals. This could be taken from different reports. So, what is a dashboard? Dashboard can give you a 360-degree view of your business and you can instantly check when your business needs your attention. We will create dashboards later. So tiles are another important components in a Power BI. What's the tile? These are single visualizations such as bar diagram in a report or dashboard. They are single visualization. Look at here. So we are seeing 44.9 percentage, which is again Andrew gross margin percentage. Then we have something called total revenue, 235 million. Then we have a gross COGS supply, and we have the total revenue. We have revenue variance percentage to budget. So these are cards, tiles, which represent KPIs, key performance indicators. So now we have seen the Power BI components, and we will look into Power BI tools. So tools are something we are used to develop, right? So one of the most important Power BI tool is Power BI Desktop. The primary authoring and publishing tool for Power BI is the Power BI Desktop. It is used by developers and power users to construct whole new models and report from scratch. So we can go to the powerbi.microsoft.com and download Power BI Desktop for free. And this is the primary authoring and publishing tool for Power BI. So what is Power BI Desktop? So Power BI Desktop is a free data analysis and reporting application that a user can download and install on a computer to create dashboards and live reports. So once we have a Power BI report or dashboard created by Power BI Desktop, we need to publish that for various audience. Where are we doing that? So Power BI service is one of the platform. It's a cloud platform where we can host our Power BI reports. So it is an online software as a service platform for hosting Power BI data models, reports, and dashboards. If you're asked, where do you publish your report you have built using Power BI Desktop? The answer is Power BI Service, which is again a cloud based SaaS platform. So, what we can do here, we can do cloud based administration, sharing, and collaboration. All these possible with Power BI Service. Then we have something called Power BI Gateway. Suppose you want to develop a Power BI dashboard, but your data is sitting in your on-prem server. So in order to connect to your on-prem server is something within the organization. So in order to connect to your database sitting in the organization, you need to have something called a gateway, application gateway. So we have a Power BI site, we have your data sitting in the organization. So if you want to connect, then we should use a Power BI Enterprise Gateway. So what's a gateway? The Power BI Data Gateway connects Power BI service to on-premise data sources such as direct query, import, and live query. BI admin installs a Power BI Enterprise Gateway. What is next? We have also something called Power BI report server. We have already seen that there is something called Power BI service. I told that that is a cloud based. But in some situation, you are not allowed to go to cloud because of data security. Then what will happen? This some organization will maintain their data within their organization, within their boundaries, which is called on premise. So in order to publish and share, host Power BI reports and dashboards within our organization, which is not allowed to host their data in a cloud environment, we have something called Power BI report server. Power BI report server. Again, what is that speciality? It is sitting within the boundaries of that organization, within the infrastructure of that organization. This is owned by that organization. It is not publicly exposed. So please remember that there is something called Power BI report server to host Power BI reports and dashboard within an organization in the own infrastructure. So Power BI report server supports paginated reports, key performance indicators, that is KPI, mobile reports, Power BI desktop report. It is updated 4 times a year and is installed and managed by the IT department. The users have the ability to edit Power BI reports and other reports developed by the development team. So remember that the entire thing, including the hosting, happens within the organization infrastructure. That is something called Power BI report server. So Power BI report service, Power BI service, and Power BI report server are different. One is cloud based, one is on-prem. Then we have something called Power BI mobile apps. So Power BI has a mobile app for iOS, Android, and Windows. Microsoft Intune may be used to manage the authentication. This tool allows you to see reports and dashboards that are stored on the Power BI service report server. So coming to the advantages of Power BI. So Power BI embeds the analysis with business intelligence capability, allowing them to extract data from various sources, create dataset, transform and visualize data, and publish the reports and dashboard. The platform brings a new dimension to the self-service with the inclusion of question and answer function. Bigmap embeds the interactive geomap visualization, then data analysis expressions. Scripting language DAX used in Power BI allows the creation of calculated column and measures. In most aspects, Excel and data analysis expressions are similar with the difference that Excel work around cell and data analysis expression is column based. And finally, the product receive update almost every month, ensuring a perpetual vision. So of course, there are some disadvantages too. The Power BI lacks custom visuals. The business intelligence does not allow the writing of custom SQL as a source in Power BI or Power Query. Sharing dashboards and reports with individuals outside the same email domain is a nightmare. Then datasets in Power BI support multiple datasets. However, dashboards and reports can only source single datasets. The platform does not accept file size larger than 250 MB. We have come to the last topic of this session, which is working with Power BI. Of course, this is not a hands-on session. So we are going to explain various steps to go from data into insight. So there are mainly 5 steps. What's the first step is connecting to your data. As I already said, any organization will have their data stored in various forms. Some data will be flat files, could be CSV, Excel. Some data coming from relational database like SQL Server or Oracle. Some data will come from Access. Some data coming from ERP systems like SAP, or we need to have connection to the data source and bring the data into the Power BI dataset. So once we have the data in the dataset, we need to perform various cleansing on the data. You need to have a uniform format. You need to make sure that the data quality is met, removing the unwanted, the removing the duplicate records, and various cleansing activities has to happen during the second stage. Then we will have to have the modeling of the data. Modeling required to plot our visualization. It could be relationship, it could be creating master tables, it could be any type that is required for our visualization. Then we have the data visualization. So fourth step is the visualization. Before visualization, we have the connect to data, formatting the data, modeling the data. Then finally, we will do the publishing of the data reports. Where are we publishing? It could be in server, or it could be Power BI service. So in detail, if you go, this is showing that there's a step connecting to your data. Power BI lets you connect to an extensive variety of data sources, and you can either use Power BI desktop or Power BI service to connect to your data. Your options are to import into Power BI or upload your files. Second one is pre-formatting the data. Once your data has been loaded, you can shape the data according to your needs. This shaping or transforming the data includes renaming columns or tables, changing the text to numbers, removing rows, setting the first row as headers, and so on. Then we have the modeling of the data. This step is basically to enhance the data with relationship, calculations, measures, hierarchies, etc. that can be used to find business insight. And also you can write a query to enhance data for better visualization analytics. Then we have the data visualization. This is probably the step where you play around with the data and visualization types. With a variety of visual tools and custom visual gallery, you can create stunning reports for your organization effectively. So a business user simply could mash up the data without writing even a single line of code. Exactly, it is that easy. Then finally, you will have the publishing data reports. So once you have a report developed, you need to publish to either Power BI services or Power BI report server. You can export or publish reports securely and set up automatic data refresh, which provides near real-time analytics of trends and indicators for everyone. So with that, we have come to end of the first session, which is overview of Power BI. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe Data Analytics Talks for more informative videos.